Hello, guys.
Hi, welcome back everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy
Yes,
Holidays.
Merry Christmas from the Sapong
Yeah,
family.
yeah,
Happy New Year in advance.
yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. I know, guys. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yes, trust me, we know
Mhm.
that. But I mean, we can all agree that with this COVID virus that has been, going on, that's, you know,
Nothing is normal.
yeah, the
Yeah.
whole world basically has come to a standstill, and yeah, life is not actually flowing like it used to be, and
Right.
things are just very, very rough, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we sympathize with everyone that has lost a loved one, and and still going strong, sympathy and everything.
Especially, especially,
Yeah,
I personally think that the measures for and everything
yeah,
is actually doing more harm
yeah,
than the actual virus.
yeah,
And so my heart actually really just goes out to all the people that
yeah,
have had to be alone this
yeah,
past Christmas.
yeah. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
for
just
sure.
like all the famous songs say, no one should be alone for
Yeah,
Christmas. And unfortunately, this year a lot of people have been, and
yeah,
we do think about that.
yeah,
So yes, our hearts do go out to
yeah.
those people, and
As well as our
yeah.
prayers. So, guys,
Mhm.
whilst you enjoying this season, let those people, be in your hearts and
Yeah,
thoughts and prayers as well.
for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
yeah,
As you can see, we still have all of our decorations up.
yeah,
um,
yeah,
we usually leave them up until January 7th because that is actually Russian Christmas.
yeah,
And we take that into consideration since that's part of my heritage.
yeah.
So all the decorations stay up until at least January 7th in this place, and the kids love it.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
and yeah. You good?
yeah, good. Yeah, carry on.
I was gonna say we started talking about kids, which is
Yeah,
a good start to
yeah.
introduce our topic for
Mhm,
this video. So, with respects to Christmas,
mhm.
and kids and everything, and what is Christmas without kids,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But there's this one issue that I keep encountering,
Mhm,
especially this year because our kids have kind of grown to a
mhm.
certain stage, and they play a lot with other kids as well.
Yeah,
And we've noticed that a lot of kids who are, you know, the same age as our kids or even older still believe
yeah.
in Santa.
Oh, yeah.
you know, um, and I have told my kids about Santa years ago because the thing is, I honestly think, I don't know, at first I was all about, yeah, you have to let kids, feel the magic and all of that
Yeah,
stuff. But on the other hand, the disappointment in the end is for me, is not worth it. So I decided just, and because my son, or our son, Jermaine, he actually had a hunch that this was all a bunch of BS. So he kept asking me questions and poking at it and poking at it, right?
yeah,
And I don't believe in trying to like go out of your way to
yeah.
be a part of a make-believe thing,
Mhm.
to basically fool our kids into thinking something's real when
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah,
So I told him the truth because I think that's the thing with this whole pretend thing, that it's just not the truth. And kids,
yeah,
sometimes kids, they sense it.
yeah,
And if they don't, like I said, when they do find out, it's a huge disappointment. And so I think in the long run, it's still better
yeah,
to just tell the truth, honestly, to spare the kids all disappointment. Um, yeah, so like I said, we told our kids quite early on that it's just a bunch of crap. Because, I mean, as much as you want your kids to dream and all that
yeah,
stuff, I mean, you can't also ignore the fact that Santa Claus was invented for, corporations to make money, of people buying gifts, And then also on the other hand, you have parents that are, spending lots of hard-earned money to get presents for the kids, and then some made-up creature gets credit for it. But
yeah,
that was actually the reason why we decided to tell our kids, because it's like they know that the presents we bought them or other people bought them, you know, or send them, so they know that they're aware of that. So my daughter was asking, so is Santa also going to give us presents? So then it's like, do I have to get another set of presents and put from Santa so that she believes that there is a Santa? First of all, I can't afford that. And second of all, like I said, it's just a bunch of crap. And I really believe a lot of parents, they underestimate how smart children actually are. And that they do actually, even though it may be internal because they are children, but they will appreciate the honesty. And they will respect you for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like she said, I mean, we've been very real with our kids from the very onset.
Yeah, about everything, not just about Santa.
Yeah,
but
I mean, obviously.
It's just a good example.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to this area, Santa and all that stuff, for sure, we have to be real. For us, I guess, because, I mean, naturally, that's how we tick as couple, you know. We don't like beating about bushes and you know, talking around things. We just go straight to the point, and you know, and I guess we bring that as well. We incorporate that into raising our kids as well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we teach them the real
deal.
Yeah, the real deal. I mean,
and the thing is, most of the time it's through our oldest that the youngest also get a whiff or a wind of what's going on. So they're actually growing up faster than even Jermaine because everything that that Jermaine goes through, they either are like directly a part of it, or they just kind of see it on the side, but they still kind of have an idea of what's going on. And I have to say that it hasn't really had any negative effects on our kids. The thing is, like I said, we have kids, friends' kids, who do believe in Santa, and then when they come to visit, they talk about it, and then sometimes, because my kids know the truth, they don't know how to act or what to say
that's the
around
point. They are
these
kids,
right?
You know, so whatever they know to be true coming from us, they're gonna just, you know,
also
pass on.
Pass that on somehow, exactly.
And then, of course.
But then again, it's also important, like I said, I told my kids that, you know, a lot of kids do believe in Santa, so you don't have to make it a point to just burst their bubble just like that, because that's not your job, that's their parents' job, right? I mean, as for you, you know what it is, and that's good, you know, but just because you do know doesn't mean you have to ruin it, you know, for other kids, right?
For the kids that, you know, would want to hold on to that, you know,
exactly.
So that's for sure.
But one thing that I actually did tell them, because they are still kids and you want them to believe in something, I just basically, this is how I explained it, and I also said that, or told that to my friend, and she thought that was a good good way to start easing her child into the truth. Basically what I told my kids is that Santa Claus is based off of a real person that used to exist, Saint Nick, right? So I told them the story of Saint Nick, and I said that every Christmas his spirit comes down to earth and basically enriches the hearts of everyone and makes good things happen to all the kids that are good. And they understand that. They understand that. They understand that, and it's something that they can wrap their mind around, you know. But I said, so yes, it's like a spirit of happiness and joy and everything, right? But it's not like a physical being that comes down with the, you know, with the sack of presents. I said that is bogus. That is not true. It's parents and family members that take care of you and, you know, buy the presents and all that stuff, which they know. They know that, right? Because it's like they give you the wish list. This is what they want, and then that's what they get. And they know that it's from us. So it's kind of like, okay, so what's the deal with Santa then? So, and I mean, for me, I don't see a point in just playing pretend, you know, I really don't. I mean, I might, I know there's parents that think completely different. I have friends that have the complete opposite opinion. I know,
Yeah.
but hey, this is our channel, so you get our opinions.
Yeah, like I said, there's not right or wrong, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
It's just again, at the end of the day, it's our opinion, you know,
yeah, yeah,
or what we think about it, you know.
yeah.
So that's our version of how we interpret certain things, or
Yeah.
we explain certain things to our kids,
Yeah, exactly.
and
And we try
yeah,
to make it
which
as truthful as possible.
as possible, yeah.
Yeah, because just, I mean, not everything is crap just because it's not magical or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So, I also still enjoy movies that are fictional, and
Yeah.
I enjoy them just as much as I did when I was a
Yeah.
kid, when I thought it could be real,
Yeah.
you know. So, I mean, yeah, it's important for me to, or for the kids, to know that what is real and what is not real.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to, first of all, I don't want them to be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to be scared of something that they saw on TV,
Yeah.
right? So I need them to know what is real and what is not, and I need them to be aware of things, right? That includes Santa,
Yeah.
you know, and other stuff, you know, because at the end of the day, it kind of leads me to a point where I had an argument with someone about this. The home has got to be a safe haven for your children, and I completely agree with that. But how that looks like in practice is very different, and it varies,
It varies, yeah.
largely, you know, from one family to another.
Yeah.
And the person that I had this argument with, they basically, they don't allow any negativity in the house. That means they don't even watch any violent movies. They don't even watch Disney movies because it's too violent. So, in my opinion, it's taking it a little too far.
Yeah.
Like, I get the point, but I don't think what she wants to achieve is going to be achieved that way.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, here in our household, everything's pretty much open and free, and we don't hide anything from our kids.
Yeah.
If there's anything that they wonder about or that's new to them, whether they were supposed to see it or whether they weren't supposed to see it, we explain things to them. And it doesn't mean that we purposefully get horror movies just to show them, to explain things to them. No. I'm saying that if we happen to watch a movie, for example, we do, if it's not meant for kids, we send them away to play. But they will come out once in a while to grab a drink or whatever, and they will catch a few scenes here and there. And that's okay, right?
Yeah.
And because they're going to be confronted with things like this on the outside, and they're going to have questions.
Yeah.
And so, for me, what I believe is that your home is the safe haven, which means that things that they wonder about, things that are also negative, things that are not so nice in the world, the home is where all these things are supposed to be up for discussion, and it's supposed to be like an open place for them to...
I mean, that should be the first step of...
To learn.
To learn, yeah.
Exactly, to learn.
Yeah,
You don't want them to learn when... I mean, you don't want to over-shelter them to the point where... Yeah, to the point where they don't know anything, they haven't seen anything, they're just so innocent, and then you throw them out in the world, and it's like shock, complete shock.
Exactly.
That
That's
is sheltering them. You do not equip them with the right tools and the right mindset to deal with the real world. Right? And that is my whole point. So if and I also have to say that I honestly don't believe that watching horror movies or watching action thrillers or watching movies that have violence in them, I don't believe that heavy metal or playing violent video games necessarily make violent people or create psychopaths. I really do not believe that, because I'm the best example. I love some horror movies, not all, I kind of hate them, but I like thrillers, I like action movies, I like, where people like shooting and all that stuff, like Schwarzenegger movies and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I love that.
I mean, this.
I'm the most harmless person you'll ever meet, so it's not.
I want to chip in here.
Yeah.
To say, I mean, the point that you raised,
Mm-hmm.
it can be also debatable, right? Like,
Right.
in the sense that it's the same way, alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
have effects on other people, right? Like
Yeah.
in a negative form.
Right.
Whereas some, take it so well and nothing happens and so I guess when it comes to that area, that part of, in terms of movies,
Right.
maybe your kid or our kid can handle,
Mm-hmm.
some sort of horror movie, and they'll be fine and they'll be okay. But
Yeah.
another kid might not be able to at all.
Yeah,
So
well,
that I understand.
no, I totally
I have
agree.
a gray
I
area on that.
Totally agree, but what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is, maybe the reason why my kids can take horror movies and
Yeah.
not freak out or have nightmares is because we talk about it and because it's not taboo. Because the
No,
more you
yeah.
hide things and the more you make things inaccessible
Yeah.
for kids, the more curious
Yeah.
they become,
Mhm.
and the more they're gonna try to find out things about it outside of the home,
Yeah.
and that is when it's dangerous.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like, I hope you guys know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, let's say you have this you have some kind of fascination with, I don't know, horror movies. Let's just stay there,
Yeah.
okay? And that's okay. That does not mean that this person is a creep or that person is anything. A lot of people are into horror movies and they're
Yeah.
the most normal, harmless people, right?
Yeah.
But let's say it's a child and they have curious because maybe
Mhm.
they've seen something or
Yeah.
they've heard something. They're curious and they
Mhm.
want to kind of research into it somehow.
Yeah.
So in our house, they are free to discuss things like that with us,
Yeah.
right? And if I have to show them something to make them understand something,
Mhm.
I will, because it comes with an explanation,
Yeah.
right? For example, we've watched Little House on the Prairie.
Mhm.
Super harmless, but it has some really, really good lessons in that. And there was an episode where a man who was a single father was getting drunk out of his mind and beating his child. Of course, they did not show the beatings and all of that
Yeah.
stuff, right? Because that's not that kind of show. But I mean, the subject matter was obvious. And of course, my son, he was asking me a lot of questions, and I explained everything to him.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you drink too much alcohol.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is what
That
happens. And
comes-
for him
yeah.
to see that, or the effects of that, I
Yeah.
don't think is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think it's good that he's exposed to a certain degree,
Yeah.
because now he won't be curious about it,
Yeah.
but then too shy to approach it,
Yeah.
like us with it, or to
Or to even
or to
completely
even-
avoid it. Yeah.
yeah.
But,
So
but then still have effects on him.
exactly, that will have like like
Yeah.
the complete inaccessibility of something.
Yeah.
I think is worse than exposing them to certain things to a certain degree.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with that, I want to pose a question, and comment down below. So to what extent, would a parent to what extent would a parent have to expose your kids to certain things? Like to what extent?
Yeah, I mean, how do you handle
Yeah.
things like that? Do you tell your kids
Yeah.
also? Do you tell kids the truth, like this is what it is, and you explain,
Yeah.
or do you hide things? Do you keep things from
Yeah.
them? To protect them in a
Yeah.
sense. Which I mean, we've done that too.
We've done that
it's not
too,
like
yeah.
we just expose them to everything.
Everything? No.
That's not
Actually,
what it is.
yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Yeah, it's
Also,
like a natural
yeah.
process. Whenever something comes up, it comes up,
Yeah.
and that's all right.
Yeah.
Like for example, when Perseus wanted to go outside and play by herself, I told her, no, you cannot go and play by herself. And she asked why. And I could have made up any dumb story for me to believe she could swallow. But I said, I don't want you to go outside because I don't want some idiot to kidnap you and to steal you away from us.
Yeah.
And she started thinking about, do people actually do that? And I said, yes,
Yeah.
people actually do that. So now she has that at the back of her mind. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
stays close. She doesn't run away. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because she's aware, she knows.
Yeah.
And she needs to know so that she can also think about it and not do certain things that she otherwise would do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the reality is, kids get kidnapped left, right, and center all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
So what is the point in keeping that from kids to not make them scared, but then also exposing them to that same danger by not telling them the truth? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
I mean, it's it also depends, of course, what age the child is.
Yeah.
You can't explain that to a 2-year-old, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's like a natural process. Whatever comes up gets dealt with, and we don't shove anything under the carpet or try to dress it up nicely for the kid to believe something. Meanwhile, it's something completely different. You know, because like I said, they will be exposed to it at some point outside of the home. And then when it's something completely the opposite of what they've been told by us, then they're going to come home and they're going to be questioning us, and they're going to be questioning a lot of things. And I want this home to be a safe haven for them. So this is where they can go and where they can come to for answers, for explanations, for things to make sense, for guidance. Right?
Exactly. I mean,
based on the real world,
yeah.
not a fantasy world.
And guess who best to do that? It's the parents, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, hey guys, comment down below. Like I said, you know, to what extent? You know, obviously it's not everything that kids needs to or to be exposed to though. But we're just talking about the general things, the obvious things that So yeah, let us know what you think about that.
And when it comes to the whole Santa thing, what age do you think is appropriate to tell your children that there is no Santa? I really want to know. Because I believe if you're 10 and you still believe in Santa, I don't know. You might get, you're gonna be made fun of in school for sure.
So, I mean, I don't know, but I'm an African, and we don't get sheltered like kids
like
over here in West. We don't. So I guess that's the reason why from the onset my kids we've been exposed. Like we expose them to certain things because that's what it is. It's like just be realistic and so. And
tell them the truth.
And they handle it so well.
Because like I said, we underestimate how smart kids are, and
they handle it so well.
They might not be able to express themselves the way grown-ups do, but they feel things. They have instincts, and if they are being lied to, they know. Even if they pretend they don't know, they do. So and they're also very manipulative as well. So if they know, or if they sense that what you're talking about is a bunch of crap, they know how to manipulate that, and that means that you're always gonna basically, it's like more often than not, if you keep pretending to kids and feeding them a bunch of crap, it's like you are digging your own grave, kind of. And the kid wraps you around their finger and manipulates you so that every single time you fall into that.
And you will fall into that.
Exactly. And you want to be in control. You're the parent, right? So, and part of that is, you are straight up with them, and they respect that more than you know, more than you can think. Exactly.
They do. So I mean, for us, our kids, they know we're straight up with them. So that's what we do. I mean, I don't know about you. So let us know what you think, it's
been working for us.
For those of you who have kids, let us know what how you deal or you handle your kids.
What works for you guys.
When it comes to some of these things.
Because again, every child is also different. But again, I mean, we have 4. And they are also all different.
And, all 4
but
are
we're
different.
raising them the same. And the general results in terms of them being mature about certain things are the same.
Exactly.
Right? Even Julius, he's 3. And he's not afraid of anything.
No.
He's not afraid of anything.
Nothing.
And I think that's a good thing. Now I don't have to worry that in case he goes to some birthday party, he gets to, and he happens to see a clown or something like that he's gonna shit his pants or something, or he'll have nightmares from it. He won't.
That's another thing. You see, some kids that there's no way you would think that, oh, this kid should be afraid or scared of
Right.
when you see a clown on the TV or something.
Oh, I've seen that so
yeah,
many times.
and yet they are scared like crazy.
And it's not even like a Pennywise clown. It's just a regular clown.
Just regular
and
clown.
they are afraid. And I'm thinking, what is
so this is where we're talking about exposure. To what extent, or you know, even when it comes to sheltering, to what extent, you know, because there is what you are sheltering or exposing, and then there is the real world out there.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so how do you prepare them to face the real one? Obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, all right.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And yeah, put your comments, and we'll definitely, get back to you, and maybe even make another video on it.
Yeah.
And that's about it, right, for today?
For today, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the holiday
Yeah.
season, and Happy New Year's in advance.
In advance, yeah.
We'll bring you another video
yeah,
very
definitely,
quickly.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so you guys, ciao.
Ciao.